Introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Priya Langalia. Currently, I'm working in sales industry, but very much looking forward to join IT industry. I've just completed my manual testing exam and Viva as well, which is fantastic, and now given Viva today for API and SQL. I'm very interested in the technical field, and hopefully, after pursuing this course and getting my certification, I'll be able to give interviews very confidently and secure a job in the IT field.
Okay. What is the use of JSON in API?
So JSON is so there are different bodies in the response body. So JSON is a type of HTTP method. So we get the response in a particular manner, in a particular way. So we can either get it in JSON, either XML, etc. So it's the format in which we receive the response from when we send a request through Postman or any other API tool.
Okay. Okay. What is a REST API?
So REST API is sorry, just give me one moment. I've just literally studied it 10 minutes ago. Just give me a minute. I just need to recollect it. So I've just studied REST and SOAP API as well. So REST APIs are currently used. REST APIs can be integrated with REST APIs itself. It's the most used API in today's market. It is the just give me one moment, Ishan. Let me just think about it again. It's representational state transfer is the full form of REST API. And as I did mention, is the most used API in today's market. And as well as it can be integrated with REST as well as SOAP APIs. It has no documentation required, so hence it saves more time and it's more efficient than as compared to the SOAP APIs. And it can be so the formats used are JSON and XML as well, and you can also have plain text, etc. in REST APIs.
What are the principles of API testing?
So there are various principles. So with regards to API testing itself, number one, we need to check if we are getting the correct response body, all the objects. And we are getting the correct object as well inside the body, as well as we also need to check if we are getting the correct values for every key. And with regards to API testing, we also need to check if we're getting, the correct headers, request headers as well as response headers, depending on the requirement. We also need to check the application logs as well, and also cross-check the application logs. Along with that, we also check the reflection of the API in the database as well. These are the main principles of API testing. Of course, we need to check if we've received the correct URL, if you're getting the correct status codes as well. If we are not getting the correct status code, investigate why aren't we getting the right status code. Get back to the developer, double check with the developer, cross check with them. If it's the right URL they've given, depending on whatever status code we get, and if at all, if there's an issue and all the details that we are using are correct, then of course we raise a bug.
What is the header and application log?
So header and application log, again dependent on the requirements. So it can be either business to business or business to customer, so B2B or B2C.
Okay. What is Postman?
So Postman is a tool used for API testing, because API basically is the application programming interface. So with API is essentially the backend of any application. When an API is designed, that means the backend is designed. The front end hasn't been designed yet. So in order for us to test it, we need some sort of tool in order for us to test the application or the backend which has been developed. So Postman is a tool for the testing purposes. So we can send the request, we can get the response back using this particular tool, because we don't have the front end yet. So we need a tool for testing. So Postman is a tool.
Okay. What is the difference between put and patch?
So for put and patch, so ideally we are updating any detail or any particular so put and patch in the put as well as patch calls. So in put, we are ideally just updating the whole thing. In patch, we are just updating the required or patching the required element in the particular body. So in JSON body, so for example, if we have name, address, if we want to put something, so we would then use the put call or update essentially something. So if you want to add a date of birth, say for instance, we would then add the date of birth. Where in patch, if we just need to rectify any particular element, then we would use patch for it.
Okay, what is difference between TCL and DML?
Okay, so TCL is transactional control language and DCL is data control language. So in transactional control language, we use three commands essentially. So within TCL, we have rollback, we have save point, and we have commit. Those are the three commands we use in TCL. And in DCL, which is data control language, we are either revoking someone's access or we are giving a particular access. So it's either revoke or grant the access to the particular employee or on that particular table.
Okay, explain those commands, grant, revoke, and those commit, rollback, save point.
Okay, so for commit, so for example, if we are making any changes on a particular table, if we do commit, then it becomes a permanent change if we commit to something. So if you want to change something or delete, say for instance, if you want to delete a particular row from a table, then and only if we do commit, that's when it's going to be deleted permanently. Because if we don't do commit, then it just becomes a temporary change, and when the laptop is restarted, it comes back. So in order for us to make a permanent change, we do commit. Now, with regards to save, so if for instance, if we are not 100% sure that we want to make this particular change, then obviously we would save it, and only after that we can then commit. And with regards to rollback, so for example, if on a particular table, if we want to change something, then we always put save point A, save point B, save point C. And before committing, so for example, if we think, no, we actually want to go back to the command written in save point A, then we just do roll back to save point A and then we commit. So accordingly, depending on where we want to be, we would then roll back to that particular command and then commit. With regards to revoke and grant, if we want to revoke someone's access on the table, so if we want to take away the access for that particular employee for say for instance select command, then we would put the commands in place. So revoke, select that particular command, and then employee name from the employee table. So that particular person's that command will be revoked. And similarly, if you want to grant that particular access, then we would do grant that, essentially the command, and then the ID of that particular employee from the table. So it'll be granting, revoking, and similarly it will be save point or commit, or save point or commit, and grant and revoke.
Okay. What is primary key and a foreign key?
So primary key is a key present in any table, which has to be so in order for a particular column or key to be a primary key, it has to be not null and unique. So the values must be not null and unique. Only then it can be termed as a primary key. For foreign key, so essentially foreign key it creates a relation between two tables. So it's also called a relational key. So a foreign key can be not null. It can be a duplicate as well, but it has to have some sort of relevance between both the tables, parent table as well as child tables. So foreign key is mostly in the child table, and primary key is mostly in the or will be in the parent table. So to create a relation between two tables.
Okay. What is data integrity?
So data integrity is used or is necessary to avoid any unwanted data to be filled in the tables. So data integrity has there are two things necessary for data integrity. One is obviously constraints and data types. Data integrity is always applied at column level, so that the correct data is inserted in our table itself. For constraints, we have 5 types of constraints within data integrity. So it would be not null. So if a particular column has a not null constraint, that means it cannot be kept blank. It has to have a certain value. So it's not null. Check. So it's not null. Check. Sorry, one second. Let me just remind myself.
Okay.
Data integrity would be so there are 5 types of constraints. One second, Ishan. Sorry, I don't know why my mind has gone blank. I'm actually good at this one. Okay, I'll just do a data type first. I'll go back to data to constraints once again. So within data, again, we have varchar. We would have so varchar. We have int. We also have byte, which is called as tiny int, and then we would have date as well, which is very important data type. Every table will have date and Boolean as well. So there are various types of data depending on what we are inserting in our table, depending on what sort of table we are making. Accordingly, we will use the data types. Again, coming back to constraints, so we have not null. Primary key, foreign key. Sorry, as I did mention, it's in my head where it just takes a little bit of time to come out. So not null, primary key, foreign key, check, and primary key, foreign key, check, not null.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, write a query to find out the salary of those employees whose name ends with T.
So select from obviously the table name, so it'd be employee table name. Select. Can you repeat your question once again for me, please, Ishan?
Can you share your screen and open your SQL?
Yeah, let's open SQL. Yeah, one second. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah. Okay, lovely. So select from. So could you repeat your question once again for me, please? Sorry. Select. You want me to find the salary?
Salary of those employees whose name end with T.
Ends with T, yeah?
Yes.
E-names ends with T. Sorry.
Yes. Ends with T.
Salary of the employee. So, yeah, so I can either put star or if you just want the salary. It's got salary.
Mhm. Find out the second highest salary of the employee.
Okay. Need a bit of practice for this. Repeat the question. You want me to find the name of the employee or?
Yes, find out the second highest salary of the employee. Employee
Okay.
having the second highest salary. That
Okay.
employee.
So, second highest salary employee. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ishan, 1 second. I'm
Is
trying. I'm getting there. Haven't had any practice on this, but 1 second. No, I think I'm going to get this wrong.
that parenthesis should begin before a select.
Which parenthesis?
The open parenthesis.
salary less than.
Here, besides e-name, max salary.
Oh yeah, max of e-name, right? Yeah.
No, max salary, not max e-name.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna need some practice on this. No. What went wrong? So max of salary, e-name, salary list. Have I done anything wrong here?
Can you remove
It's a
e-name and
subquery.
okay.
Should I remove what? Sorry, e-name.
E-name? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This is the second highest. Okay. I know where I went wrong then. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Priya, thank you. You have answered theory really pretty much very good, very excellent.
Yeah.
But query you need to practice more.
I need to practice query. To be very honest with you, Ishan, I've been, toggling between the two classes, automation and manual as well. So it's been a little bit tough, to be very honest, with the two kids as well. But I've tried to give my 100%. And now that obviously this course is finished, I can now more concentrate on automation as well. So yeah, I probably ate more than I could chew. I thought I could do both the courses together, but especially with the little one, she's only 8 months. I've struggled a little bit, but I've tried to give my 100%. So I know I need more practice. I definitely agree with you on there, and I will be practicing. It's just that sometimes I don't have that much time with everything going on, but I also understand that I need to be focused if I want to get somewhere in the IT industry. But no, definitely, I need more practice. And to be very honest with you, I haven't been practicing SQL that much. Whatever I've done today is only whatever I had the back of my mind when I've been, doing the classes and also watching the videos. I haven't practiced it myself, and that's the main reason why I haven't been able to do the queries that well. But I know once I get into the practice, I will be able to do it because I've got good memory that way. So
yeah.
I just need the practice.
You just need to
That's
practice.
the only thing. Yeah.
And you
But
need
was
to
the
very
theory
good
okay?
videos.
Sorry?
It is okay. Theory is okay. Very much okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, definitely. I will practice more, Ishan. 100%. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.